got tides out, you know what I mean? It means you've got to walk through the water. No. Oh. What's the plan today?
Today we're going to be going around what?
Why your teeth are so green? Hey.
Oh, we're filming. Hey.
What are you doing?
Planning. Surprise, surprise. Always planning. Look at this. Constantly planning.
Okay. Thank you. Nope. Quite hot. So, what is the theme today?
Well, the theme today is probably very important. It's the most important thing in sales. And it is, do you want to know what it is?
Tell me.
The theme today is to get your client, I'll tell you later.
What a tease. Hey. What's the theme for today?
Oh, the theme for today? I told you.
No.
Remember I said I'll tell you later.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell you later. Hello and welcome to your next lesson. Now you may have guessed already that Jamie has been trying to get the theme of today's lesson from me all morning, haven't you?
So what is it then? What's the theme?
Do you want to know?
What is it?
You want to know what the theme is? Okay, I'm not going to keep you in the dark any longer. The theme is to get your clients or your customer to think.
To think about it.
No, silly, not to think about it. The only reason why your client needs to think about it is because you don't get them to think about it during their time with you.
That's Inception.
So you already know that your goal is to get your clients to think, but beyond this, you actually want your client to change a belief. Because here's the deal. If your client does not change a belief, or customer by the way, if they do not change a core belief when it comes to the area that you can help them in, then they will not spend that money with you. They will not say yes to you by you just saying how great your product or service is. The major issue that I see with sales professionals or just anybody trying to sell their product or service, the reason why we make it so difficult for ourselves is because we simply listen to the problems that we feel our customer or client has, and then we do our best to present a solution to that problem. Now, that only works really probably 1 time out of 10. If you want to increase your influence on a whole different level, then what you must be doing is, when you're with your client, focusing on how you can get them to go from one thought process to another. Remember this statement. If your client already thought the way that you think about what you offer, they would have already bought the solution that you have for them. Now, I know that if you believed in sales to the same level as me, I know that you believe in sales and the power of it by being on this program. But if you believed in sales to the level that I do, you would have already invested thousands and thousands of pounds, if not considerably more. Why do I know this? Because that's what I've done over the years. In fact, I've invested more money than I could even care to think about. So your client is only going to invest if you're able to change that belief during their time with you, and also if you're able to sell from a want perspective as opposed to a need perspective. 95% of people trying to sell their product or service, you know what they do? They sell based upon need. Oh, you really need this. You need sales training in your business. You need to have better skin. You need this insurance policy. And the problem with that is when we sell from a place of need, we don't get our clients to think, number one. And number two, our client will only buy, if they buy, they will only buy the cheapest solution to their need. In other words, they'll buy the cheapest thing that they feel solves their problem. So that's why, if you've been struggling to sell your higher end programs, packages, or solutions, it's because you're still selling from a place of need. Because you know, if you need to get your exhaust fixed, but you don't really care about it, you know, about your car, it just gets you from A to B, then you're going to buy a cheap solution. But if you love your car and it's something that makes you proud and happy, well, then you want to have a great exhaust on that car, and that's why you won't go for the cheapest exhaust, you go for a higher option. I don't want you to need sales training. We all need sales training, but I'm not out there selling to everybody in the world who needs sales training. I look at, number one, the people who get what it takes to have great sales training in their life or their business. Therefore, they want sales training. They want the sales support. And then from there, how I influence people from need to want, well, I'm going to share that throughout this video. So I've still got some more tricks and I won't say techniques, but steps to get you there too. So stay with me. Me and Jamie are going to show you some really fun things that can help you in your biz. Baby, come here. Come here. Honey, hold on a second. Didn't you tell me that you used to be the best at Super Nintendo ever?
Yeah, that's right.
Babe, didn't you tell me that you used to be a master at Super Nintendo?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, do you know what? I bet you haven't got those skills anymore. I bet they're long gone. Left in your childhood.
No, it's still here.
Come on, I bet you wouldn't stand a chance against me.
Well, we're outside. We're here outside an arcade. I want to challenge you.
What do you mean you want to challenge me?
I can't. Oh, I'm going to beat your ass.
What? Okay, go on, let's go in.
Okay. Bring it on. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
That's cheeky.
So you just saw me coach Jamie on coming into the arcade. There's a very important tip, very quick tip I want to share with you. It is, you need to come up with the objections that you know your clients will have before they do. If they come up with the objection, now they have the power and you're trying to convince them, and you have a much lower chance of getting yes from them. But if you really want to influence someone from a maybe to a yes, you come up with the objection first. So if you know there's going to be a price objection, if you know that happens all the time with your clients, then you say to them, look, I know that you probably want a real solution. You don't just want a quick fix, it's 50 quid. You want something that's going to make a difference in your life. They say, yes, of course I do. Now you've overcome the price objection. There's always more I can share with you, but there's your quick tip in the arcade.
Wait, I'm back again.
We're back again.
So, the reason I'm back again is because I want to ask you a few questions.
Deal,
like a
shoot.
Interview.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready? I'm ready.
I'm
Are you
ready.
Okay.
You're ready. Okay.
So the first question I want to ask you is,
Please.
Why are you so passionate about helping people to sell better?
Short answer is because it changes their life. It can change your life when you learn how to sell better. That's why you're here. Also, I've been there. I've been the worst salesperson ever and didn't know how to make any money, and it was only when I learned the real skills, the strategies, the psychology of selling that it helped me. But also it means that you can actually go out there and create the business that you love and work with clients that you adore. There are so many incredible people that I meet every single year, and they say to me, Pete, I've got this amazing idea, but guess what?
What?
I can't sell it. Which creates, you know, a lot of frustration, a lot of wasted time, a lot of wasted money, by the way. And so yeah, I see myself as a man on a mission with a big vision. So to help people change that. And if you can eliminate the fear of selling and create a strategy that works, then it's nothing makes me happier than getting an email or just seeing someone saying, Pete, you know, the business is thriving now. In fact, yesterday on Facebook, someone just put in a group where I posted, they said, Pete Scott is the real deal.
Oh yeah.
I had one phone call with Pete Scott, and it's changed my entire life. And I can put a screenshot of that up, I'm sure. But yeah, that's what this whole thing is about.
Yes.
Changing people's lives.
Very good. Okay, so the second question for you is, what do you believe the deeper issues are about selling?
Number one, that it's not an isolated issue. A lot of people think that, oh, I'm struggling to close a sale, I just need to learn some techniques to close a sale. In fact, probably get 10 people a week who message me and say, I'm struggling in this part of my sales process, or I'm struggling to get this sort of client, teach me something I can do, give me a tip. It doesn't work that way. Yesterday we talked about sales ecosystem, so everything is important, but the real deep issue, do you all know what it is?
Tell me.
Keep doing that. The real deeper issue is that we've been conditioned to believe that we have to fear selling instead of loving selling. This has come from the rejections that we get, the 1980s, like big collars, briefcase, car salesperson. In fact, if you type in salesperson in Google and look at the images, some of the images are like, trust me written above their head. All of those traits, characteristics are what a salesperson isn't in the current day. Not what a salesperson is. A salesperson is someone who can engage their audience or their customer, they can inspire them, they can educate them, they can really get them to change a belief, what everything today is about, get them to think. Let me ask you something, have you been thinking throughout these lessons? Because that is actually what sales is about. If I don't get you to think, then what's the point? So the deeper issue is that we need to learn to love sales, want to love sales, and then from there it changes everything.
Third question is,
Do it.
if you could solve one problem, what would it be?
Other than like world hunger and those sort of worldly issues?
Yes.
Okay, in sales, I want to change a global belief when it comes to selling. And that means that we can all appreciate and love, not appreciate, actually love selling, and realize it's just part of what we do. We enjoy it as much as we do being around the people that we really enjoy being around.
Love.
There you go.
Now, question number 4. Okay, so we're in Asia for 2 months for a reason,
Yes,
right?
we are.
Why?
Because it's warm here. The real reason.
Real reason.
Because we're launching my online sales solution academy, which is going to be a game changer in how people are supported in sales, how they can create the belief around selling. Everything we're talking about now, it's an entire support platform, community, everything for that. So we're here to have full focus on that, because when I'm in London, my clients are like this. A bit needy.
Yeah.
Which is great. I love that. But to build what we really want to build and make the change that we want, we need to be here.
Hold on a second.
Who said hold on?
Okay, so you're saying that you've put people into this course.
This course right now,
yeah,
the one that you on the other side of the screen, you are doing this course right now.
because you're going to put them into your online academy.
Yes, that's exactly why we've done this. But before we go into that, let me just go back to you and ask number 1, are you enjoying the learning? Are you getting something from it? Every single day that you've been getting the lessons come through, are you able to take actionable points for your business? I hope the answer is yes to all of those things. However, more importantly than that, where do you actually want to be? Let's talk about this. Let's be real. It's real. This is real sales training. Where do you want to be in 6 months from now? Why is that so important to you? And not only that, the sales challenges that you've had, like the sales struggles, if you don't mind me saying, how long has that been going on for? Then take that time and ask yourself if in the future you still want those same issues in a year, 2 years, 5 years, because this is what I've seen for too long now. And the reason why companies pay me to go in and do this work with them is because they've been having these issues for a period of time. So I get how you're feeling, because I have many examples of companies who call me or they email me and they say, Pete, we're having these issues and we've had them for this long, like a year, 10. Companies they told me they'd struggled with selling for 10 years. And I think to myself, we don't want to use that luck strategy, right? So yeah, I'm not going to hide behind it. I've got everybody in here to then naturally build that value and build that trust, because I think that's important. We have to deliver on it. And I'll say as it is, I firmly believe that when I say we have built what will become the #1 sales support online platform on the planet. I mean, literally, it is everything that you need. But we're not going to go into detail now because I want to save that. Just kind of want to introduce it right now. Because at the end of the day, one thing I know, I might not be good at a lot of things in life, but one thing I understand is sales, and I understand the psychology of the deeper psychology of what actually gets people selling. And I've now got to a point where I'm able to share those in a way that you don't need to be live with me, although live is great, and you can start to see improvements in your business. That's basically it, and at a fraction of the cost of actually bringing me into a business. It's basically, yeah, so yeah, that's why I've got everyone here.
Dang, cool.
So I hope you are enjoying this course and you're getting tons from it. And we've still got one more day after today. We've still got more that we need to go into. I'm going to give you more value tomorrow. I've got a really special place. Guess where I'm going to be. Guess where we're going to be, because we're getting on a plane somewhere, flying somewhere. So I will leave this with you. Where are we flying to? And here's another clue. We're staying in one of the most famous
building
in
the
world. Exciting. High five. Amazing. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to providing so much more value. I don't want it to be the end of your learning at this 5 days. I want it to be the beginning. I want you to continue to thrive, not just survive, and feel great about selling, love selling. So yeah,
love what you do.
Love what you do. Thank you so much, and make a difference. Cheers. See you later.
Peace.